Hey, this is James Smith. We're here with another 2-minute devotion. We're looking at John chapter 6, and we're going to finish out this chapter. We're going to look at a huge section today between verses 41 all the way through verses 70. And here Jesus is now declared to them that he is the bread of life. And the Jews can't seem to understand and grab around this fact of what he is talking about. Jesus continues on to say that not only am I the bread of life, but you have to eat of my flesh and drink of my blood. And this just bewilders the Jews. This bewilders not only the Jews, but even some of his disciples that were following him cannot understand what he's talking about. They can't wrap their head around. But Jesus was referring to what's going to take place. He was referring to his death on the cross. He was referring to what is going to happen to him on the cross, that his body will have to be broken. He was going to be pierced. He was going to be whipped and beaten, and that his blood would be shed for the remission of our sins. Jesus was looking ahead to that. He related what he was doing to what the Israelites had happened to the Israelites in the days of Moses, when they had the manna fall from heaven. They had manna that fell, but it was falling into death. It was going to give them life, but what going to take place in his life would be the life forevermore. And as Jesus did this, two things happened. The Jews complained, and some of his disciples, those that followed him because of the signs and miracles, began to walk away. So there was only 12, the 12 men that stayed there. And Jesus said to them, "Are you going to leave too?" But Simon stands up and he boldly says, he says, "Lord, where will we go?" He says, "Lord, who will we go to? That you have the words of life. You are the words of life. You are the living, the Spirit, and that's what we're here for." And so as you're looking at this is something for us to remember, that God has words of life for us. Another thing that Jesus brought out, he says, look, I understand that some of you are going to walk away because only those that are granted to me by the Father are going to stay with me. And I want you to get this in your spirit. I want you to get this as you're going throughout your week this week, that what is taking place is because God is granted it. People may walk away from you. Things may turn. Situations may flip. But God is still in control. God's hand is upon it. And nothing is happening without God's circumstance, without God's hand being upon it, without God granting it. Just as Jesus had the assurance of his Father walking with him, we can have the assurance that God is with us. No matter what takes place, no matter what happens, God is with us. And he wants us to declare, just as Peter declared, "Where shall we go? What else should I do but serve you? What else can I do but believe in you?" And so as you're going throughout your week, keep your faith in Jesus Christ. Keep trusting